on wasteful spending. Let's live within our means, and let's roll back this increase. I encourage acceptance of my amendment, and I recommend an aye vote, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Georgia yields back. The gentleman from Iowa is recognized.
I move strike the last word.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I must rise in opposition to the gentleman's amendment. Madam Chairwoman, as you know, one of the very important functions of this committee is oversight, ensuring agencies under our purview that are efficiently and effectively managed. This bill provides Amtrak, the OIG, with $25.3 million for oversight studies and investigations into fraud, waste, and abuse at Amtrak. Through these investigations, the Amtrak OIG has helped improve the economy, efficiency, and effectiveness of Amtrak programs and operations. Amtrak OIG runs a program that has identified improper and overpayments to the tune of $85 million. Amtrak has collected some of this back, which has saved the taxpayer money. The bill's funding levels are not arbitrary, Madam Chairwoman. We have scrubbed these accounts. We have held hearings and made recommendations on what must be funded. I think this is an extremely important function that we have so that we can look at Amtrak, and we're spending an awful lot of money with Amtrak. And if we don't have a strong Office of Inspector General to keep tabs on it, I think this is money well spent, and I would certainly urge a no vote on this amendment, and I would yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Iowa yields back. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Georgia. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. In the opinion of the Chair, the noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to. For what purpose does the gentleman from Georgia rise?
I request a recorded vote.
Pursuant to Clause 6 of Rule 18, further proceedings on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Georgia will be postponed. For what purpose does the gentleman?
Madam Chairman, I ask unanimous consent that the remainder of the bill through page 150, line 2, be considered as read, printed in the record, and open to amendment at any time, at any point, excuse me.
Is there objection? Without objection, so ordered. Is there any amendment to that section of the bill? The clerk will read.
Page 150, line 3, Spending Reduction Account, Section 420, the amount by which the applicable allocation of new budget authority made by the Committee on Appropriations is $0.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Iowa seek recognition?
Madam Chairwoman, I move the committee do now rise.
The question is on the motion that the committee rise. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Accordingly, the committee rises.
Change over, but you're going to say, Mr. Speaker, this is Mr. Bowman before I move by mine. You just can't say Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Speaker, the Committee of the Whole House on the State of the Union, having had under consideration H.R. 2610, directs me to report that it has come to no resolution thereon.
Mr. Chairman, the Committee of the Whole of the State of the Union reports that the committee has had under consideration H.R. 2610 and has come to no resolution thereon. To what purpose does the gentlewoman from Arizona rise?
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that I be removed as a co-sponsor to H.R. 2027.
Without objection? So ordered. Okay. The chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Section 313 of the Legislative Branch Appropriations Act 2001, 2 U.S.C. 1151, as amended by Section 1601 of Public Law 111-68, and the order of the House of January 3, 2013, of the following member on the part of the House to the Board of Trustees of the Open World Leadership Center.
Mr. Moran of Virginia.
The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Section 491 of the Higher Education Act, 20 U.S.C. 1098C, and the order of the House of January 3, 2013, and upon the recommendation of the Minority Leader of the following individual on the part of the House to the Advisory Committee on Student Financial Assistance for the term of 4 years.
Mr. Fred Hurst of Flagstaff, Arizona.
The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to 22 U.S. Code 6913 and the order of the House of January 3, 2013, of the following members on the part of the House to the Congressional Executive Commission on the People's Republic of China.
Ms. Capter of Ohio. Mr. Honda of California.
The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to 22 U.S.C. 2903 and the order of the House of January 3, 2013, of the following member on the part of the House to the Japan-United States Friendship Commission.
Mr. McDermott of Washington.
The Chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to 2 U.S.C. 501B and the order of the House of January 3, 2013, of the following members to the House Commission on Congressional Mailing Standards.
Ms. Davis of California. Mr. Sherman of California. Mr. Richmond of Louisiana.
The Chair lays before the House the following personal request.
Leaves of absence requested for Mr. Horsford of Nevada for today and the balance of the week, and Mr. Young of Florida for today.
Without objection, the requests are granted. For what purpose does the gentleman from Iowa rise?
Mr. Speaker, I move that the House do now adjourn.
The question is on the motion to adjourn. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Accordingly, the House stands adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow for morning hour debate.
The House is gavelled out, but members return Wednesday to continue work on the 2014 spending bill for transportation and housing. The Chamber completed debate on several amendments tonight, and we expect more debate and votes tomorrow. Later this week, work on a bipartisan compromise on a measure addressing the doubling of student loan interest rates. The House is back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for morning hour speeches and noon for legislative work. Watch the House live when they return here on C-SPAN. In a few moments.